how starting a YouTube channel has changed my life? Well, here is my story. Hello, my name is Juja.
That the mother sandwich you're gonna like. Igazából ez van, neked is van, azaz lefordítom.
And today I have 470. Wow, actually it's not 6, it's 7, look. Can you see that? 477 subscribers. So I don't know who was the one who subscribed today, but thank you very much. So if you are watching this video now because you are thinking to start a YouTube channel, before I share my own journey, I would like to warn you that if you start this journey and if you are not giving up, it will change your life inevitably. Please don't complain later, I didn't tell.
Okay, let's do it.
And this video will be all about the how. That is good or bad. Well, I leave you to decide. The first thing I think worth to mention that I gained confidence through learning. When I pressed the record button first time, I didn't really want too much. I just wanted to record and have fun and create memories kind of. And after I realized, if I want to be very honest with myself, I started the YouTube channel because I wanted to share things. But because no one was watching, I was thinking, maybe I need to learn about this whole topic. So I started to watch YouTube videos, and of course slowly I went deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. And I, for example, started to learn more about business. I show you something, you won't believe it. Look, I bought books about business. It was recommended one of the video, and actually I already read one of the books, so in my previous video, if you're interested, you can watch it here. I'm talking about this book, and the weirdest thing is that I enjoy it. It just opens up a new door for me, a new segment of the world. And me, who was interested in all sorts of arts, now I'm really dive deep into this completely new world, and I feel that as I'm walking through life and as I'm thinking about my future, I feel more and more confident just because I started to gain knowledge in another field, which is much more practical, what was my interest back in time. So definitely I became much more confident than I was before, thanks for the knowledge I'm slowly gaining, and I hope in the future I will gain even more. Though I work alone, I found lots of inspiring people on YouTube, and I started to listen them on a daily basis. So I kind of started to have a community, and these people are regular guests in my room, and though they don't know I exist, but I'm still super grateful for them because I gain lots of information and inspiration from them. Just a couple of names, for example, around a year ago I was listening a lot Andrew Tate's videos. Recently I listen a lot more about how to make YouTube, like Ali Abdal, like Alex Hormozi, Laila Hormozi about business, of course, or vidIQ again about YouTube. Or for example, there is a Lily YouTuber, and she is not Lily anymore, but a couple of months ago she was exactly in the same situation as I am now, called Silver and Solo, or Digital Spaghetti, or like inspirational videos like Diary of a CEO or School of Greatness. Feel free to check out. I will list all of these channels in the description box, so feel free to have a look, and really I can just recommend them because it's very important, mainly if you are like me working alone, because sometimes it's really hard to put yourself together and pull yourself out of the mood. Oh, I don't feel it. Oh, no one is watching. Oh, what's the point? Oh, it's so much time. And when you listen to these people, they can really encourage you. And for me, that was why I kind of created this community for myself, because for example Andrew Tate was talking about this in one of his videos. If you, for example, an ice cream seller, and you want to be a very good ice cream seller, you need ice cream seller around you, because you will talk about what is the best vanilla recipe, which is the best location, what is the best machine to create amazing ice cream. And inevitably, just because you have these conversations, you will learn more and more, and you will improve. And that's the only way if you want to get from A to Z, to improve and work towards this goal. So that's why a community, even if it's a virtual one, because of course not everyone is in a situation that we can go to all around the world and attend in workshops. If, for example, you are in a situation like I'm living in a teeny tiny village, mainly surrounded with people who speak Spanish, and no one's really interested in YouTube video making. So where to find my community? Online. The world is your oyster, as they say. So here we are. Let's use what is provided for us. Let's create a virtual community, or if you are lucky enough, a real community around you. As I already mentioned, YouTube at the really beginning was just like a have fun something. But now, as I have a goal, yes, I admit I have a goal. I would love to reach first the 10,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. So if you would like to support my work, I would be very grateful if you press the subscribe button. So since I have this goal in my life, I don't treat anymore YouTube as a have fun things, though I really make everything to still have fun. But I think about this is my part-time job, because at the end of the day I would create a little bit of income from this. And what we do with the job, we just do it. And I really like the thoughts of Alex Hormozy I will share with you. He's talking about the being and the doing and the having triad. He says that because the doing creates the having, we don't need to worry about the having. We just need to concentrate on the doing, because basically that's the only thing we can control. So if I have my goal, I don't need to worry about that. Do I have how many subscribers I have, and do I have enough or not? I just need to do the work constantly. And if you describe someone by the behaviors they do, again, then being happens as a result of doing. So make it very short. Nike was right. Just do it. And yes, you can ask the question, what's then if I wake up one day that, no, I don't want to do this. No, I'm not in the mood. No, I don't have enough subscribers. Well, then the other classical is coming here, Leila Hormozy. I've been talking about this sentence by her at least in 2 videos. She said, and please, just write it down somewhere in front of your eyes. The mood, follow the plan. Just think about, if you wake up one morning that, no, I don't want to go to work today, what you do? You cannot call your boss every single day, I'm not going, I'm not coming. Of course you go to work. So if you change your attitude towards your YouTube channel and you understand that this is your part-time job, that all of your plans coming in life or not, it depends on your doing, that's a game changer, I promise. So again, be aware. If you start a YouTube channel, it will change your life. Because if you are always planning and doing and learning, you will realize that it's always present somehow. And apart from these 2 or 3 or 4 or as many hours you can dedicate to create your videos, you will realize that when you just walking around, or when you hear a conversation, or when you're watching a film, or you see or hear something, you realize that you're thinking about, what a good topic idea. Maybe if I start to talk about this and go towards this direction. And at the end of the day, I really feel, and I found myself that like someone put a sunglass, a YouTube colored sunglass in front of my eyes, and I see the whole world through this. Is a potential topic, is a potential editing technique, and I started to see potential in everything. So I really feel I'm in a little bubble, in the YouTube bubble, and I'm a little bit kind of obsessed, but don't worry. Actually, it's really enjoyable and it's not painful. And when you are in the bubble, you don't even realize you are in the bubble. And don't worry, everyone is in different kind of bubbles, so just enjoy it. When I went into this YouTube rabbit hole and I started to learn about different kind of things, that was the time when I discovered ChatGPT. By the way, very soon I will create a video about all of the free resources I'm using to make my videos better, my work easier. So if you're interested, feel free to subscribe just to make sure you are not missing this video, which normally at the really beginning I was using to help me to create title or description or collecting information, and it was very useful, or translate the English to Hungarian or vice versa. And I have to admit, I was the person, even I think around a year ago, I was really like, no, all of these artificial things, they will just ruin the world and the humanity. So I was really like, no, leave me alone with these things. And after when I started to use it and I started to kind of warm up towards ChatGPT, I don't know what happened. I think I just had a kind of crisis, a personal crisis, and I was not able to find anyone to talk about it. I don't have therapists, so the ChatGPT in front of me opened, and I thought, okay, let's ask this question from ChatGPT. And I have to say, I was very, very impressed with the answer, because what a therapist or a friend or whoever who is listening you doing, in an ideal case of course, they listen and they give you a different point of view. And what ChatGPT does, without particular emotions that, oh, you are right or wrong, it allows you to see the situation very clearly, and it gives you a very objective point of view, and it can give you questions which helps you to change your own point of view and see the whole situation from somewhere else. And honestly, when I read the answer, I was like, wow. And well, since then I regularly ask questions from ChatGPT. So it helps me in my work life, and it helps me in my private life as well. It's kind of a life coach for me in this very moment. So again, if I don't start my YouTube channel, maybe I will discover ChatGPT, but because I don't have the need, maybe I discover 10 years later, or who knows, but it helped me to find a tool to make my everyday life, my personal life, easier as well. So again, is a huge, huge, huge improvement in my own life. But my life changed in a different field as well, because at the really beginning, when the whole was just a hobby, basically I was sitting in my room on the floor. I had 2 yoga blocks and I put my computer on it, and that was my workstation. And I had a very old, is actually here, a little old recording, and I recorded the picture on the phone and the sound on this one and added together, and I was sitting in a posture like this, so it was really just awful. But as I started to realize that yes, actually it's getting a little bit more important, slowly, actually just recently, it arrived 2 days ago, I bought a table and I bought a chair, and I can keep my computer on the table. I can sit in a position which allows me not to have back pain. The quality of my life, how I look after my own physical body, is changed. I started to care about myself more, because I realized if I want to maintain this thing really seriously in my life, I need to create the surrounding. I need to create what helps me to support the work, and it helps me to be more productive. So I bought a new camera which helps me to record the sound and the picture together. I can see myself and I can adjust that I'm in the picture or not, and I'm not accidentally creating pictures like, hello, my name is Zsuzsa, but I know where I am. So it helps me a lot. It saves me hours and hours and hours. So basically I started to look after myself much more than I did before. The quality of my life, the self-care improved a lot. As meditation practitioner and teacher, I was very surprised when I realized that making YouTube videos is basically copy-paste of meditation. Both of them will challenge you a lot. You have to sit down every single day and to create a new video and another one and the other one every day, every single day. Like meditation, you sit down every single day, you close your eyes and try to connect with your breath or whatever is your meditation practice. And yes, sometimes it will be very difficult, but you still need to sit down and do it again and again and again. Even no one can guarantee you that you will be the next Mr. Beast. Actually, there is a big chance that you won't be. Or no one can guarantee you that tomorrow you will get enlightened. Actually, there is a big chance that you won't get. But we still sit down again and again and again. And if one day you feel that, wow, I feel the connection. Or if one day you make a video which reaches lots of views, what happens? Next day you will sit down again with a huge amount of expectations, which 200% won't get fulfilled. So you get very disappointed again, because it is really challenging that again no one is watching your videos, and again I'm not even able to concentrate for a second because my thoughts are just wandering all around. Making YouTube videos, starting a YouTube channel really helps to let go all of your expectations, and instead of concentrating on the small failures, this little step, keep your mind's eye on the goal and just trust that you will reach this goal, and you just do it one day, next day, next day, next day. Plus, I want to kind of change my wording and encourage you, don't think about the little failures as failures, think about them, I was learning something through this. If one video is not really succeeding, try to figure out, do I need to change something on the thumbnail? Do I need to change something in the title? Or maybe just the whole idea was not right. Maybe the timing was not right. Always, every single experience brings some teachings. We just need to figure this out. And not to give up, but next day sit down again and do it again and sit down again until you will reach the goal. Yes, we have to face the fact that at the really beginning is really difficult, because at the beginning we know nothing. Which means by the time you start to learn how to write the script and how to edit the video and how to use the different programs and how to do all of these things, you will need to put lots of times in it. If you just think the most basic example, now you are running, but before you've been able to run, before you've been able to walk, you had to learn it, and you've been falling on your faces many, many times. Same with the speaking or learning a new language is exactly the same. If you are just a regular person as I am, we need to go through all of these phases. But after a couple of months, after a couple of years, you will realize that yes, this is my workflow. I figured out what is my rhythm, what is my style in the work. And you are sitting there with your YouTube channel and you realize that, wow, actually I have lots of skills. I'm able to write scripts, I'm able to edit, I'm able to manipulate the camera. And maybe one day someone will see your YouTube channel and they will think, I really like the style how you edit. And maybe they will offer for you a job. So again, this is a learning process. Be patient with yourself. Give time for yourself and just enjoy the journey, because this is the biggest present you can give for yourself. You invest this time into yourself through all of these learnings and through all of the practice. So basically, even on the job market, you will be in a higher position. I have to admit that at the really beginning, I had lots of fears of criticism and judgment. So at the really, really beginning, I didn't say a word to anyone that I started a YouTube channel. And I had the freedom that, no one is watching, because really no one was watching. And later when people ask you, what are you doing in your spare time? And well, I had to admit, yes, actually I'm working on a YouTube channel. And I'm not joking. Only one person asked me, oh really? And what is the title of the channel? Otherwise, no one raised the question. Everyone said, that's fine. No one was interested. No one gave a shit. I'm sorry for my French. So I realized everyone is living in his or her own little bubble. Yes, I'm living in my own bubble as well. It's fine. So instead of concentrating on the fear that how I look, what I say, what will people think, just enjoy. And I got rid of lots of fear, and now is more important for me what is my message, what I want to share with people who interested, who is looking, who is listening, instead of thinking about what people will think about me. I don't care. Mainly because most of the time, if someone is giving negative feedback or negative criticism, is really about the person, it's not about me. Plus, honestly, it helping my YouTube channel to grow, because as I understood, the motor of the YouTube, it doesn't know that is comment is positive or negative. So everyone who is commenting negatively is just, thank you very much, you giving me a huge present activity on my channel. So at the end of the day, I can only win from the whole situation. But of course, I have to mention the other side of the coin. When people comment my videos and they just say, wow, this was exactly what I needed to hear, or thank you very much, that was very inspirational. And of course, when someone subscribes to my channel, which means they find it useful, that gives me a huge boost, because it's really a proof that I create something valuable. And this is my main thing in my life. This is my main aim in my life. I'm the person who like to give, who like to share, and when it happens, and when I see that slowly a community is forming around what I started to create, that's a beautiful feeling, I have to admit, and is really just like an extra. Even I love to create the videos, but it's like an extra on the top. You know, when you have the cake and you have the icing on the top, it's like a bonus. You have your salary and you have the bonus at the end of the year. So I have to admit that is a very good feeling. So I think this is the best platform and the best time to say thank you very much for everyone who subscribed until now to my channel, who gave me some support, and I'm really hoping that with this little community we are creating here, we can help each other and support each other and raise each other. Thank you. The next point will be a little bit vulnerable, but anyway, I will talk about it because this is part of my YouTube journey. Starting a YouTube channel, basically it gave me hope regarding the future, because it happened that my life went off a little bit from the regular, the so-called normal life, which means I don't have the retirement plan thanks to my company where I was working, because I didn't work for the big company. I'm a freelancer yoga teacher because I didn't inherit anything in my past, and because I started my life almost from scratch. I mean, financially definitely from scratch, or almost like from zero twice in my life. So I'm building again myself up and up and again up and up. It means that my future is a little bit very uncertain. So through the hope that if I'm not giving up, and if I can succeed as other entrepreneurs could succeed, and I can create this successful YouTube channel, I have the opportunity to build another leg to myself. And when I'm getting a little bit older, hopefully that can be my retirement plan. And as I was talking about before, the doing and the having, today worry about what I have, and I have so very little, there is no point. I don't know what will happen 10 years, 20 years, 5 years later, even not sure what will happen a minute later. What I can change in my life is the doing. So if I really dedicated and I believe it will happen and I'm not giving up, I have the hope that my future will be a little bit more secure than my present. So if after all of this you think, actually I consider to start a YouTube channel, but look, I'm really an introverted person, I'm not an extrovert at all, it probably is not for me. I have to tell you, if someone is not an extrovert, that is me. I'm an introvert person who loves to share, who wants to say things, and because I'm almost 50 years old, I have some life experiences which I would love to share with people. But because I'm very sensitive that people are listening or not, and most of the time people, 99.9% of the humans are not able to listen, I decided not to speak. Since I'm 14 years old, I'm just writing down everything. So I'm not the one who is sharing everything all the time. I'm just sitting in my little shell, and all of the things I would love to give to others is there. And I was always the one who felt I want to give, I want to share, but I didn't find the platform. And now I have my outlet for my creativity, for my inner little extrovert who can stand on the stage and doesn't matter what is on the other side. If someone is listening is fine, if not listening is fine. At least it came out and at least I shared. It's a little bit like a therapy session. It can help you as a human being on a personal level. For me, starting a YouTube channel is an amazing journey, and I know that I'm still really at the beginning. And I have to admit, I'm very excited what the future brings. I hope we can share more and more in the future. And if you decided now to start your YouTube channel, feel free to just drop a comment and say, yes, I'm starting my YouTube channel. And I can really encourage you. Just check out each other's comments, just check out each other's channel and follow each other and support each other. Because at the end of the day, that's all about life, community and sharing and create something together. If you like this video, just like it, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Adios.